All right, jump back in here, go to screen share. I'm just talking myself way through it.
That's how I do it.
And
Well, it
pushing
says you're
play.
live. And we're live. Wow.
Yeah.
It takes a little bit to get into the feed, though. Yes. Bit of a delay.
Good evening and welcome to Wednesday night. I am Leanne Winston, psychic medium. Sorry, the beat distracted me then as well. Welcome, ladies, to the members area. How are we all?
Hello.
Hi, Adair. Hi, Leanne. And looks like Sue.
Sue's just coming in as well. So welcome, ladies. Sue has her sound and everything turned off. So I presume she's just sort of loading at the moment. So welcome. Congratulations for being my very first members to actually join me on the very first Wednesday night. So
Very honoured.
Oh, thank you. It's lovely to have you all joining me. And if anybody is watching from Facebook, my Facebook page hasn't kicked in as yet over on my second screen. Please do feel free to share and invite your friends and family to join in as well. I know I use that S word that we're not supposed to say, but if you would like to be a part of these Wednesday night lives, like these ladies joining me at the moment, please do jump into my membership area on leannewinston.com, become a member, and you can also join the yearly subscription where you can access these lives every Wednesday night, ask your questions and connect with your loved past ones as well. So how's everybody's week been?
Busy.
Busy? Yeah. Who's noticing their energy changes at the moment?
Yeah, what's going on?
Yeah, well, I just had a quick look at Elizabeth Peru this afternoon. Hey, Sue, welcome, honey. So we've just got Sue, you're muted, hun. If you would like to unmute, that's fine. But
hello.
Hi, how are you, honey?
I made it.
Good to see you. So, but I was just saying, I did check out Elizabeth Peru's Facebook page not long ago, and she has put a thing up there stating how much we are actually feeling the physical energy body side of things at the moment. So a lot of people may be experiencing body pain and stuff that they would not normally experience. So it's quite interesting to see how the universal energy is affecting us in those ways as well. So if you're intuitive, you may be noticing that more so than normal with that. So I can't actually see the broadcast. So I just want to say hello to those people that are watching on mytimetv.live. If you are watching from any other channel, you do need to jump into mytimetv.live to be able to comment in the broadcast there, where hopefully I will be able to see your comments and acknowledge you. But if you do want to have a reading, just like these beautiful ladies have here, you do need to jump into the membership area each week, because that's where I'm going to be focusing my energy on reading for these lovely ladies. All right, so I might just jump straight in. You're welcome to ask questions. Yeah, Adair.
Yeah, I just wonder, do you have a link for people if they want to join the membership?
Yeah, it's on the broadcast link above on Facebook, leannewinston.com /become a member. So now that is on a special of $55 per year at the moment. For those that jump in while that early bird sale is on, you're going to save $35 on that, and your membership will stay at that price as well. So you ladies are lucky. You've got in at the grandfather price. So before things do change a little bit later on. All right, excellent. So what I'm going to do, ladies, I've been drawn to actually start with the spirit that I've got stepping in. So what I might do is give you the information. I do think I know where it belongs already, but if that resonates, just let me know and I will go further. So I do have a father figure that is coming through for one of you lovely ladies. I do get the reference to, I'm looking at the heart, chest, lungs area with that, okay? So I do feel that there was ongoing issues before his passing, and I'm very much drawn to having breathing issues with that. So I do feel that there was a condition around the lungs for a period of time before his passing. Does that make sense to anybody?
Yeah. Yeah.
Okay, so Sue, I'm with you. So would I be right in saying Dad's been gone for a little while now?
2 years.
Okay, and would I be right in saying it's coming up to an anniversary or a birthday date very soon?
He just passed an anniversary.
Okay, because he's just wanting me to acknowledge the anniversary or the birth date celebration side of that. So whether it's in the last couple of weeks or in the next few weeks, like next 4 to 6 weeks to come with that. He's got his hand on his heart, which is my sign for love and pride for yourself as well. Okay. He makes me feel like when I need to breathe, I need to take that deep breath. So I want to say it was hard to expand his lungs and to catch his breath in that way. Okay. I keep getting the pride, the love. So would I be right in saying, didn't always acknowledge how much he loved you, but you always felt that love? Okay.
Yeah.
Please know the emotion that comes through me is coming from spirit, because he's actually making me feel like I'm filling up with tears. But it's that feeling like I'm trying to really suck it back in as well. Now, would I be right in saying Mum's health has changed recently?
Yeah.
Okay, because he's just wanting to acknowledge that he's seeing the deterioration in Mum's health. He shows me the pride and the strength that you have in looking after Mum in that way. So would I be right in saying you're doing that a lot on your own?
Yeah, my sister is stepping in to help, but yes,
Okay. That's been a while coming. Okay.
Yeah.
Because I just get the reference to it's really important to share that load. I actually feel like I want to bring another male in as well. So whether you've got a sibling that will start to put in a little bit of time to take the pressure off of you both as well with that, okay? Would I be right in saying Mum's getting a little bit confused lately?
Yeah, she's just had a couple of episodes of hallucinations, so she's actually in hospital.
Okay, yeah, because Dad's just showing me I want to say not the clear mind, so I don't know if Dad would get stuck on his English words a little bit, but I just feel like she hasn't got the clarity that she used to have. It's just that feeling that she is getting, got the deterioration there as well with that, okay? Now, would I be right in saying there's a birthday or anniversary coming up for somebody that is still here within the next 2 months?
Yes. Yeah.
Okay. Because Dad's just wanting to acknowledge the birth date that is coming up. So I want to say happy birthday for that as well. Would I be right in saying things happen with your technology?
Yes.
Okay. I'm just trying here in the sidelines still on my iPad to get the broadcast up so I can actually see other people's comments as well. And Dad is playing with my technology. So he just makes reference to, he does that to let you know that he is very much around you at the same time. Now, he also shows me there's a lot of changes coming up around you as well. So I get the reference to do the planning at the moment. And I feel like I'm looking 12 to 18 months ahead. So would I be right in saying planning a lot of things and they're starting to fall into place?
Okay, so is that like in my personal life, my business life?
Both.
Is it just, okay.
Both. I get both. I also want to plan the travel as well, but obviously with things going on at the moment, that makes it a little bit harder. So to me, it's the travel we've been wanting to do for a while that will get put back, but the travel will happen. Okay.
That's funny. Yeah, because I've been saying, I just need a holiday. I just need a holiday.
It very much gets like that, doesn't it? And I think the world has become a bit of a crazy place for a lot of people. So Dad's just making reference to, you will get that holiday. I feel like I'm looking about 6 to 8 months time. So to me, it's more about allowing things to settle down as well. I also do get the reference to do the writing. So whether there's some writing you need to do or putting a procedure or a program together, he's just making reference to, you need to focus on the planning, the programming in that side of okay.
Wow.
So can I leave you with his love, please? Such a beautiful, gentle soul. I just get very much a gentleman with his energy as well. So
yeah.
Right.
Oh, thank you. It's so interesting that he's come, because I've been calling out to him.
More so the last couple of weeks.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Because he just made reference to looking at the last couple of weeks. So to me, I do get the reference to, there is a lot of significance around that as well. Yeah. Okay. But I also get trust your own intuition as well, because I feel that he puts the signs around you. Spirit will give us the signs in so many different ways. I get that he puts things in front of you. So whether it's like the flowers, the birds, what is the significance to the flowers for Mum?
Mum loves flowers, and Mum is an avid gardener. So, and she can't garden anymore, but yes. Yeah.
So what would be the meaning to the irises?
The irises, is that the which iris?
Irises grow from a bulb, don't they? And they've got sort of a longer, taller flower.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, go on.
So I don't know if they used to have irises in the garden or the bulbs through the garden, but all of a sudden Dad just gave me this beautiful iris, and it feels like it's sort of a bluey, purpley colour, a deep bluish sort of colour. So I wouldn't be surprised if somebody brings Mum a flower and it's an iris sort of thing.
I'm not sure, yeah.
Because he's making me feel like this is something that's about to come. So whether you go to visit Mum and you find that somebody's just bought her a stem with an iris and a leaf on it, Dad just shows me that he's very much around Mum in that side of it. Okay, Mum's tired.
Yeah.
Dad just says Mum's tired, but he says you've seen her deteriorate for a period of time now. So okay. Dad, when it is Mum's turn, I don't feel like Mum's going anywhere anytime very soon, but Dad just says when it is her time, he will be there to greet her, and you will feel his presence in the days leading up. Okay.
Thank you.
You're very welcome. Who used to crack their fingers?
Who used to what?
Crack their fingers, or did Dad have arthritis in his fingers?
No, Mum has arthritis in her fingers.
Okay, because all of a sudden he's just got me cracking my fingers, and I feel like I've got arthritic energy. So whether that is a little bit inflamed for her at the moment.
She can't shut her hands at the moment, like they're really bad. Yeah.
Okay. So that's just another sort of physical proof that he is very much around her and looking after her as well. I want to kind of call him an angel, but he laughs when I thought that, when that came into my mind. So I do feel your Dad's a little bit. A little bit cheeky in his ways. Beautiful.
And I do miss him because I do feel alone without him, because he and I are very similar.
Yeah, I do feel there was a very strong bond.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah.
I always say to people, trust those thoughts. When you think of Dad or a memory of Dad comes in, that is his soul very much with you at that time. Just because we can no longer see the physical doesn't mean that they leave us on that energetic level side of it. So there could be things like I said, the flowers, the birds. A lot of people see feathers and butterflies. I still call them pennies when it comes to signs with spirit. They may put the music in front of you as well, but they will catch your attention. So I want to say, just you don't have to go looking for the signs. Just be aware of those things when they are put in front of you, because I know Dad says he knows how much you are struggling at the moment, like others are as well. But I do feel that it's had more of a profound effect on you because you are the one that has done so much for Mum for a long period of time now. Okay. I want to say you've been there since the day he passed, every day for Mum, sort of thing. But I get the connection before that as well.
Yeah.
So he's
Thank
just saying
you.
he lets you know he's around you. You're very welcome. So can I leave you with his love, please?
Yes.
Was Dad religious, or would Dad pray?
So Dad's faith became very strong at the end, and very much a prayer. Yeah.
Okay, because I literally felt like as I was finishing off, I needed to do, but I didn't feel like it was the namaste. I just sort of felt like it was the prayer in that sense. Okay, so thank you for letting me connect with your Dad. He is absolutely a beautiful energy. So, well, thank you. All right, so just saying hello to everybody that is watching from Facebook. I can see my mum is there in the list as well. Hey, Mum. I just unfortunately cannot bring comments up as well. So hello to everybody that is saying hello there. If you would like to join in on these Wednesday night readings, please jump over to leannewinston.com, become a member and join the yearly subscription. God, where's my head tonight? And you can certainly join in to these Zoom live meetings as well that is being broadcasted over to Facebook. All right, so ladies, Spirit is pushing. Okay, now Adair, I think I'm being drawn to your energy next, honey. Yes, we do have names up on the screen. I just had that thought. I haven't done that as yet. Now, would I be right in saying you've got a lot of changes going on as well at the moment?
Oh, yes. Yes.
Okay.
A lot of changes.
Okay. Now, I've got 3 people coming in around you. I know one is your father. Would I be right in saying grandmother is passed on Mum's side and you were close with her?
Yes,
Okay.
definitely, yeah.
Because I've got her standing beside your father. Now, would I be right in saying those 2 could niggle each other?
All the time.
All right, because I get that niggly energy between them as well. And I'm actually sensing your guides are stepping in. So I do know that through previous conversations that we have had that you are doing a lot more work on your spiritual path and you are seeing a lot. So well done in that way. But I do get the guides are there at the moment, and it is very much about pulling on their energy as well. They keep showing me you're going through an energy shift at the moment. So you may feel tired, a little bit down, exhausted before you actually start to come out of that. So I do feel like you are feeling that emotionally and physically at the moment. So they're just making a reference to the need to nurture yourself, and you will move through this energy really quickly. Now they want to put the paperwork in front of you, but I feel like I'm signing paperwork. So to me, whether you're expecting paperwork or it comes early, I just get the reference to look at the paperwork. And I actually feel like I'm looking more along the lines of a contract or pre-signing of a contract in that side of it. So does that make sense to you?
Yes, total sense.
Okay.
Yes.
Yeah. August is going to be a big month is the reference I get there with that. So they're just preparing me for the shift that is going to come through for that. So obviously something's coming to a close with that, but I get the reference to it's also about emotionally being ready for that shift. So to me, I want to say it's kind of like a weight lifting off your shoulders, but it sort of runs deeper than that as well in that sense. Okay. Dad was rather cheeky. So would I be right in saying there was that real
Yes.
cheeky energy to him? He keeps poking me in the side of so it's like, focus on me, I'm here, sort of thing. So I would say he was the sort of person when he was alive that if he wanted your attention, he would do things like that to get your attention.
Yeah.
He also shows me, and I know for a fact that you have told me yourself about the smoke detectors and the doors shutting and being locked side of it before, but he's just showing me he physically gets your attention in those ways at the same time. So how would you connect with the Indians?
The Indians?
Native American Indians.
Two of my guides. Yeah.
Beautiful. Because I actually feel like I've got Indians stepping in, and I feel like I want to do one of the dances, the tribal dances in that side of it. So to me, I get the reference to it is very much about celebration in that side of it, as well as the honouring of as well. So whether through your own connections you're finding you're honouring your guides more, or you're connecting more in that side of it, they just want me to acknowledge that as well. You also need to do the writing. So would I be right in saying wanting to write another book?
Another one, or finish this one?
Okay, so you've got one on the go because you've already got one published.
So, well, that's the one that's in its 15th iteration. So it's actually not published.
Okay. All right. Because I get the reference to another book. So whether it's starting fresh and redoing it, or like from the first version, but I just get the reference to start the writing. Okay. So to me, I get the reference over the next 4 to 6 weeks. It's that feeling that's going to be put in front of you, and I want to get it done in that sense.
That's funny, because exactly what's been coming up even the last couple of days has been coming up. It's probably just maybe the last week.
Yeah.
In fact, I did send my publisher a message and said, look, I need to get going with this. But I think what stalled it is because things have changed so much and the book doesn't look anything like it. It's like it's written, it's just not published. Yeah. Okay. And I need to figure out how to get it from what it is to what it needs to be. And I think this is what they're probably saying, is just do it and it will happen.
Yeah, it's the editing. So is it about getting an editor to work on it?
Yeah, that's probably the biggest thing, is having it edited. Yeah.
Okay. And I want to change the front cover. So I don't know if that's something you've got a different image that you want to put on the front cover, or change it up.
Yeah. It's all going to change.
I love it. And I also get the reference to look at the audio side of it. So an audio book as well with that. So whether it's about going that way first before you go the hardcover. Would I be right in saying Dad would use his hands a lot?
Well, I guess he in terms of doing, he was always a worker. I'm not sure what you mean. Like
okay. Just as I'm talking with you and connecting with his energy, I'm finding my hands are restless, like I've got to be doing something with them. So whether
he was always on to the next thing. I don't know whether it was his hand, it was always something shiny and just always moving to something, like he couldn't sit still. I will testify for that.
I love it. Yeah.
2 years.
Because I do. I feel restless with his energy, and it's just that feeling like I want to keep moving sort of thing. I do feel that your mum feels his energy around the house as well. So I don't know if she has the doors go shut on her, like they bang shut in her house. I just get the reference to the banging very much around her as well with that. Okay. Would I be right in saying their relationship was a little bit up and down at times?
Yeah, yes, definitely.
Yeah, because it just makes me feel like we were always on that roller coaster sort of thing. We had the highest of highs, then we had the lowest of lows as well with that side of it. So he just keeps making me feel like we're up and down in that way. Okay. Yeah. I do feel there was a lot of healing done after Dad's passing.
Yeah.
In that relationship.
Yes.
Sort of thing with that side of okay. I also get the reference to plan the travel with you as well. Would I be right in saying wanting to go back overseas?
For me?
Yes.
Yes, we've already got some accommodation. Just
Okay, just need the timing.
Coming up, we booked accommodation. We just haven't got a date or air flight, but you know, we don't. Yeah, so that's already. Yeah, that's a definitely happening.
Dad's given me 18 months. So whether it's something that needs to be rescheduled for 18 months time or 18 months from the time that you were meant to go in that side of it. I actually feel like I'm looking at probably 18 months from now in that way.
Yeah, there's two. So we're going to the US at the end of the year. So that's obviously I bought my ticket to go to a conference. And then, of course, they pulled the pin on that. So, but definitely that was in the US, but this is also another trip to Asia that we're just looking at planning at the moment. So there's a couple of overseas trips. It's always something, isn't it?
I actually want to connect with the snow overseas as well. So whether on part of that American trip, it may be the connection of the snow, but I just get the reference to, I feel like I'm seeing snow in that way. As well with that. Okay, I keep wanting to put the paperwork in front of you, but I don't feel like it's just around contracts and signing with that side of it. With that, I do feel there is the need to push that. So whether you are the one doing the pushing or you need to push it more at the moment, I just get the reference to it is very much about being able to move forward in that sense. Okay, what else is it that you want to look at with paperwork? I want to have the actual physical paperwork in front of me.
So you're asking me what I need to be looking at? Well, there's house sale.
Yeah, I feel that's based around the contracts and the signing.
Divorce.
Yeah. Is that taking longer than you want it to?
I would think it would all happen at the same time. Property settlement and divorce, and yes, it is taking longer than what I wanted.
There's something else in the way of paperwork that isn't legal. I get excitement around it. So to me, it's something that's building and I feel like it's more work-based.
So for me or?
For you, yes. So to me, it's the feeling of it comes with opportunity and it comes through a connection. So I don't feel like it's necessarily connected with Mari Smith because I know you work with her, but I actually feel like there's somebody else that is coming in and there's going to be paperwork that will come through that will bring opportunity for a lot more work.
Oh, well, I'm writing a proposal for a significant potential client that I'm presenting next week. So that could be something to do with it.
Overseas? Overseas connection. Yeah, it's got a very strong overseas connection with that.
And quite high profile as well.
Yeah, so. Okay, beautiful, because I get the reference to it being quite successful with that. So to me, I feel there's more opportunity coming in around that than what you're actually expecting going into that. Okay.
Ooh, that's good news.
Yeah, I feel really excited for you. So to me, I feel like it's something big that's going to move through quite quickly in that side of it. So it might start as what you're expecting to start with, but have the opportunities added to it really quickly in that way.
Ooh,
so
it's exciting.
All right. Yeah. I look forward to hearing what it's all about. You will have to share with us.
Yeah,
so excellent.
Will.
Yeah. Okay. Beautiful. Dad just says there's another baby coming as well. So to me, I feel like I've got more baby. Not for you, around you, so a grandchild. So I do feel like I've got pregnancy news within the next 6 to 8 months as well with that. So
I could just ask Dad which state's going to come from, because
I actually want to go west. So to me, I feel like I'm going west. So would I be right in saying they would be the next ones that you would expect to go down that pathway?
I'm getting goosebumps.
I get a little boy energy around that as well. So beautiful. Excellent. So Dad does make me feel like that it's quite exciting in that side of it as well. All right. So can I leave you with his love, please?
Thank you.
I do just want to say hello to some people that are joining in the broadcast over on Facebook. We are broadcasting Wednesday nights now through Zoom. to be able to get that Zoom link, you do need to become a yearly member and you can do that by jumping over to my website, leannewinston.com. If you do need help doing that, please do inbox me and I can talk you through how to do it, but it is quite simple with that. So we do have Leanne Land saying hello there. We've got Victoria. I'm not going to go through all the last names. Angela's saying hi. And we have Sandra. There are quite a few of you there as well. Dana. What I might do before the end of the show tonight is actually pull a card as a general guidance for everybody as well with that side of it. So please do help share the love. And Leanne was saying that she has shared there. So thank you. And she likes Sue trying to zoom out. Beautiful. So, and we have Tamara just popping in and saying hi, and Carla. So hello and welcome to all those watching. I do also want to say hello and welcome to all those people watching on the Binge Network and listening in on the United World Radio as well. So welcome to those people and those catching the replay at the same time. All right, Roz, I've got your lovely past loved ones waiting as well. Would I be right, Hannah, in saying that you get pressure to the back of the head lately?
Yeah.
Okay, because I've got spirit touching he can stop that please, touching the back of my head, and I actually feel like I feel the pressure down my shoulder blade area as well. So whether you're noticing the physical side of things lately as well, but I just look at how things are changing around that. I do feel like you are noticing it in the physical form of things bumping, switching on and off, things moving in that side of it as well. Okay. I get the reference to the last 6 months has been a roller coaster, and your dad is wanting to acknowledge that. Now, would I be right in saying Dad wasn't much of a believer with this side of things?
Oh, he'd gotten to accept that what I was understanding was okay compared to it was okay for him not to believe in it as well. But I think he did come to a more open mind around what was possible other than just a religious base. Yeah.
Okay. Because it makes me feel as he passed, his eyes were open. So to me, I don't feel like open as in when he took his last breath. I feel open into what was there and what was being put in front of him. Now, I do have his mum that met him. So would I be right in saying you felt her energy around you in that lead up to his passing?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, Grandma was there.
It shows me that she was there to help him cross over. And I do feel that, obviously I know a little bit about your side of the family, but I get the reference to Dad being quite stubborn, and he went when he was ready. So would I be right in saying there were times you thought he was going to pass sooner than he did?
There certainly were opportunities for him to have left a lot earlier. I mean, he had a heart attack at 38. He decided to stay and hang around.
Wow.
So I think there has been those opportunities. He wasn't ready in those earlier times, no. And he'd had several strokes, many strokes in those last few years. So, it's just what happens.
That's it. He also makes me feel like there was opportunities in that last 18 months of his life at the same time. So he just says, I wasn't ready to go. So to me, it was a feeling he needed to get to a certain point, but it was also the fact that he was leaving Mum behind. So whether it was about Mum being able to find peace and knowing that she was going to be okay without him for that period of time as well. It's funny because with your energy, I've had to pick up the cards and start shuffling because I know that's something that you probably do a bit of with your own show. But I just feel like I feel lost.
That's funny.
So would I be right? So you kind of feel lost without the cards in your hand sometimes.
Well, I did, and I did fiddle with them and put them out of the way beforehand.
Probably as you're putting them away, I'm getting mine out.
They're still close though.
I love it. So,
I understand that. I think it's actually
beautiful.
the indication I'm on the right path. So
Yeah,
it's fine.
Now, would I be right? Yeah, I do think it is very much around that as well. Would I be right in saying your son is going through some changes and has some decisions to be made very shortly? Okay.
Yeah, the eldest one.
Yeah, okay, because Dad's just making reference to that he will go in the right direction. So I don't know if you're a little bit worried about him lately, but Dad is just showing me that he will be okay in that side of it. Okay. I do feel like it's about pushing his boundaries as well. So to me, it's a feeling he needs to sort of step out of that safe zone and sort of lean into that sort of fear a little bit. And I feel that when he does that, he's going to go a long way in that way. Okay. I do feel that Dad was quite close with your son as well. So would I be right in saying they were very similar in their ways?
Well, Dad got along with both the boys. So like it really didn't matter which one. They both loved him and they did get along quite well. So, yeah, I can't say that there was any difference in how he dealt with them, treated them and the rest. It was, they were all grandchildren.
Yeah.
So but because it was closer. Yeah.
And that's the thing, whether it was him being closer or him being the oldest one, Dad just makes me feel like he was a little bit closer to that son in that way.
Yeah, he was the oldest of mine. Yeah, I think he's not the oldest grandchild.
No, for you. Yeah. So I just get the reference to that side of it. And we do have somebody in the comments from My Time TV saying hello. So hello to whoever that is watching and commenting. Oh, you can see who it is?
Okay, yeah.
Beautiful. Okay, yeah, I just get My Time TV come up here as well. Yeah. So would I be right in saying you found an old coin when you were moving house or going through Mum and Dad's stuff?
Yes. It's actually there. It's
beautiful.
It's an old penny.
Okay, because Dad was just giving, I love it. Dad was just giving me the old coin because he kept saying, acknowledge the old coin, acknowledge the old coin. So
and I don't know whether the other siblings realise I've got it, but I have and they're not having it.
Shh, we won't tell anybody.
Yeah.
I love it. I actually think there's another one somewhere else as well. So to me, it's a feeling you'll find another as you're going through things.
I might end up doing that. I know that there was one that we have since sold on. Oh, unless he means that one. There's another one that's in the cup.
So there's two. Yeah.
There is two.
Okay. Now, was that drawer
stuck?
About that. Okay, because he makes me feel there was two.
There's two little hidden drawers in this particular desk. Yeah, they're not real hidden, but they are hidden enough. This is a commemorative one though, for 2 Up. So that's a 2 Up coin. That's a commemorative.
Beautiful. So, Dad's just making reference to the 2 coins. So when he brought up the old coin, he then made reference to there is a second coin. So I wasn't sure if that was still to come, as in you find it, or you already had. But then he wanted to acknowledge the drawer sticking as well. So I do get the reference to that is his way, and I get the cheeky smile with it when you try to open it and it's sticking. So I don't know if at times you say, Dad, leave the drawer alone, or acknowledge Dad.
Well, it's probably saying leave the desk alone because there was an incident when we moved it into their house to start with. I locked the roller top and the key was inside it. I had to get a locksmith.
I get the feeling you've been laughed at a bit about that on the other side.
I bet you.
I love it. Yeah. So now when you acknowledge the move, Dad says you are right where you need to be. So would I be right in saying you question yourself for a short period of time there?
Yep. Yeah. Okay. Questioned whether it was the right place.
Yeah.
Being back here.
Yes. Dad's making me feel like this is definitely where you need to be, and I feel like I'm staying in that side of it. So whether it's about being close to the ocean or it's something about that area, Dad is just making reference to you are right where you need to be in that way. So excellent, beautiful. Dad's pushing you forward. Dad's giving you the kick up the bum to get moving. So,
yeah, that'd be right.
So to me, it's very much about all those plans, those things that you never seem to be in a hurry to do. Dad is saying it's time to get moving on that side of it. So would I be right in saying Dad used to be good, wise with his words?
Yeah, he was, and he also had a good stock whip. He used to crack the whip. That's what I remember it from.
Beautiful, because so I get the feeling if you don't get moving soon, he will be cracking that whip in that way. So would I be right in saying Mum loved her fish and chips?
Yes.
Okay, because I feel like I want to have fish and chips and think about Mum. So I don't know if that's something you go and do at times and have, I want to say, battered butterfish.
Well, that's what Mum liked. I don't like batter, but she loved it. So, that is what we'd do as our special treat for a Sunday. Especially in those last few months, it was certainly that. It would be the fish and chips for our Sunday lunch.
Lovely. So, she says that's what I miss is the fish and chips and that time together. So to me, I get that those moments of sitting there and eating the fish and chips was quite special to her. So I want to say it was an outing as well, sort of thing for her. So she just makes reference to any time now that you go and have fish and chips, you very much reflect on those moments with her with that. Okay. Would I be right in saying when you did that on those days, Mum quite often brought up Dad?
She missed him terribly once he'd gone. So I mean, those last 9 months were pretty. They were hard for her.
Yeah.
So, she missed him so much.
Yeah. So I just feel like when you got to spend that time together and have those outings, and to me, it is a treat. In the way that she's making me feel. So, and she makes me feel like she looked forward to it. But I feel that she always got around to acknowledging Dad in those moments, sort of thing, to include him in that way. So his name would come up somehow.
I think it's that battered part of the fish too that he liked as well.
Isn't that the best part?
Like battered, I don't like batter. But we'd order the fish as battered, and I'd enjoy them. I like the chips.
That's
it was a good time.
Beautiful. So so Mum's just wanting me to acknowledge those memories. So I do feel that it's quite important to acknowledge those, and thank you for that as well, because it was special to her. She's also showing me the butterfly, so I don't know if at times she would see the butterfly.
It was like she loved getting flowers, as far as the bouquets of flowers, and usually the cards that come with them had the butterflies with them. You know how you get the little message cards come with floral arrangements and the rest? Mostly they would be butterflies. She certainly had a love of garden, although in the last years, since moving to a unit, they didn't have a big garden anyway. It was still something she loved, birds and butterflies, things that flew, had freedom.
Oh, lovely. She said the salt would kill off the garden, the plants. So they didn't plant too much in that way. So
succulents, she was good at that.
Was she?
Kill them off.
I love it. So
and a frangipani.
Beautiful
frangipani that survived.
Oh, gorgeous. I love the frangipanis. I've just got a couple of people asking in the comments how much it costs to join the yearly membership. At the moment, it's $55 per year, and if you do jump in on that price, it will stay that for you in 12 months time when your renewal is up. Otherwise, after the early bird special, it will be going up to $85 a year. In that membership, you do get a lot of bonuses and value in it, as well as joining in for these Wednesday night lives on Zoom. You've got your meditations there that you can go and listen to at any time. You have discount codes for workshops. So for those joining in on the 14-day workshop that are members at the moment, we'll save $5 on that. And even though it started today, you can still jump in and join that 14-day challenge. Just make sure you do it in sequence of the days in that way. Also sales, we have products. I should have had a bottle here with me, but we do have I should have, shouldn't I? I think of it before I came live, but distracted in finding things for tomorrow's meeting in that way. So if you do go to my website and go into the shop area, we have the 125 ml spritz bottles, usually $25 a bottle. They are on special for the members with a VIP code that is inside of the members area, where you will save $5 a bottle on that as well. And there's loads of other stuff, blogs and different stuff. So there's always going to be something coming in there. So the idea, lady, is to keep your eyes on the membership area regularly, because you never know what you're going to find. I like little surprises. So beautiful. All right, Ros, so can I leave you with your mum and dad's love, please? Hang on, no, sorry, I've got one more. Is it okay if I go there?
Yeah.
Stepping in. All right, so I know your ex-husband passed not long ago. Now he's giving me the pressure to the head, and that's the way he came in. So I don't know if it was the impact from the side that hit him, or no, it's not face on. He's saying side on in that side of it. Okay, I still feel there's a lot of questions around his passing. Okay, I get be patient. That will come in time. So obviously you're not going to get it directly from the source, but you will get it in that handing down side of stuff as well. Would I be right in saying you had a dream of him a couple of days before his passing?
Yes, and since too.
Yeah. Okay. Because he's just making reference to looking at the dream that you had just prior to his passing.
Yeah.
And I get the reference to he was preparing you for what was to come for the children's sake in that side of it. Okay. I think there's more to his passing that meets the eye, is the reference that he gives me. But he says within time, the best investigation is being done properly. So I don't know if that's something that one of the kids has been a bit concerned about, but the answers will come through. Okay. So I don't know if there's somebody that is trying to hide something, as in a female energy around that. I get the reference to it will come out. So would I be right in saying the children would also get a copy of that report, or can request a copy of that report?
Oh, look, I think they'll be asking for what they can get. Yeah.
Yeah. Okay.
Out of it all.
Yeah, because I get the truth will come out is the reference with that. So to me, it is the feeling that they will get the answers, and you will get the answers that are going around in your head, sort of thing, because I feel like you question it at times. Okay. I know that you went through a period of time that you were waking up at 3 a.m. He keeps showing me the threes anyway. So what would be the significant to the threes, or the patterns around the threes? I want to say even like 333.
Oh, look, three is just a very strong number for me, because born on the 3rd, 3 is one of those numerology numbers that are the multiples of 3 is 3, 6, 9. So it's 3 3s are 9. So the 2 3s, even being a twin, as far as 2 3s being the 6 in the middle, and all of what that is together, 3 is a really powerful number for me. So I think that's probably what that might be referring to.
Okay, because he's just making reference to putting the 3s around you. So I do feel there is a very strong connection. So I want to say, when the 3s catch your eye, that is also a sign from him as well. You had another name that you used to call him, not just Harvey. What was the other name?
It'd only just be Harv.
Okay.
Otherwise, you shit it. No, I wouldn't. There were moments. Like any relationship, there were moments. I divorced him, but yes.
Okay, but there was a lot of good memories, is the reference he gives me.
There was.
A lot to be grateful for. That's it.
Four gorgeous children. Look, no, as far as the other name, I can't remember it. He's asking me to remember something. He's got to be kidding me. And that's what the kids would tell me.
That's it. So maybe one of the kids might remember that sort of thing. But I had to laugh, because he says there were good times why they lasted, and he laughed when he said that as well. So I don't know if that was a joke that he would have, or you would say with him, sort of thing. But so I just get that. Now, would I be right in saying there was something about that moon the night he passed, the day that he passed, that moon that night?
From memory, I think it was one of those that was like the shepherd's moon, that had that really the double ring look around it. But
okay.
I'm not sure. I know there was one close to that time, because I don't go out very often at night, but I obviously had at one of them, probably those 3 o'clock wakings, gone out to have a look. So I just can't remember specifically, but I do remember recently there was that I, you don't get them very often where there's that clear ring a couple of times around it.
Yeah, that's it. So, but he just makes reference to the day that he passed and getting the news. I feel like I'm looking at that moon and there being something significant that stood out around that on that day. So
it could have been that night,
yeah. So he just wants me to acknowledge that. So to me, I feel like I'm reflecting on the moon in that way. So all right. So can I leave you with their love, please?
Yeah, it's good stuff. Thank you.
You are very welcome.
Reassuring to know some of that. Yes, well, all of it actually.
And that's the thing. Even though you are very intuitive yourself, and it's the same for myself, I quite often find it's nice to hear that information from somebody else as clarity in what we sometimes sense ourselves, and some of that we miss ourselves as well, because I don't always see the signs from my loved ones, because I'm always busy connecting with everybody else's loved ones. But for me, sometimes it's about the grief that comes through, the emotion, that feeling, like Sue said, how much she misses her dad. Sometimes that can be very much overwhelming in how we connect and we feel their energy, and sometimes that emotion can block that for us at times too. So it is very interesting how we as intuitives deal with that and work through it, but also just for those that don't feel that they are so intuitive in what we sense. So yeah, beautiful. All right, so guys, I just want to acknowledge, or ladies and gentlemen I should say, my husband will pay me out later for saying guys. He usually does. I do just want to ask people to help share the love and invite your friends and family to join in, because you never know when there is a message here that might resonate with somebody else. Just because I'm not talking to you personally face to face, a message that could come through for somebody else can be very much reflecting on you as well. So if you resonate with it, please do take it as your message at the same time with that. Now, ladies, did you have any questions you would like to ask? I can hear people thinking.
It's going tick, 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 cluck, 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 tick, 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 cluck, cluck.
I have a question, Leanne.
Certainly.
Was there anyone else around my dad when he was there?
Okay, would I be right in saying he lost a brother before his passing?
Yeah.
Okay, because I get him a brother figure there coming through, and I also get the reference to cancer. So I'm not sure if it was a brother that had cancer or there is another connection, because I do feel there is a third energy that is quite weak in that side. So whether he wasn't very much a believer or he was very tired before his passing. Does that make sense?
Yeah. Yeah.
Okay. Would I be right in saying there was only a couple of years between your dad and his brother? So whether I'm looking at age or a couple of years in the time of the passing?
Yeah, I think so. So. Yeah, there was a sister, I think, between them, but yeah.
Okay. Dad makes me feel like he didn't deal with their passings very well. So whether he shut the emotion off and didn't allow himself or didn't want to show that grief, he just makes me feel like he shut down after their passing in that way. Okay.
Yeah.
I keep hearing angels. What would the angels mean to you, honey?
I just got goosebumps.
Yeah.
I just I feel like I have angels around me a lot.
Beautiful. So do you call on them?
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. Because all of a sudden I was just getting the reference to angels. I just got the touching of the head when I said that as well. So I don't know if you feel that energy to the and just off the side of your head at times.
Yeah.
I get the feeling that they let you know that they are very much around you when you call on them in that sense. So I do feel that you are calling on them more than normal lately, sort of thing. So I get trust and surrender. Just trust that they are there, trust in your own intuition, and surrender to that flow and allow things to flow the way they need to, because you've done the hard work. All right. So the hard work's behind you on so many different levels, just not business sense. It is on so many different levels in that way.
Thank you. And with strengthening my intuition and my connection, is there anything that is being like a message to me of how, or?
Yeah, I usually say to people, just read, do workshops, follow your gut intuition. So look at what you're being drawn to and learn as much as you can possibly in that sense. For me, I'd pick up a book and read, or on YouTube or something like that, until I got into the process of doing workshops and stuff. You can always jump on my online beginners 1 level if you're drawn to that. But I always say to people, go where you're drawn, whether it's me as an educator or somebody else. But those right people get put in front of you for a reason at the right time. I think you've had to move a lot of energetic stuff in the past to be able for you to be having this opening up and ready to take off. So it's only going to get stronger, is the feeling I get with that. So
yeah, that's good.
All right. You are very welcome, honey. It's my pleasure. All right. Yes, Adair.
Just quickly, just had a thought. When I just got some, I guess, concerns about my mum.
Yep.
And wondering if there's any messages for her about what's happening in her life at the moment.
Okay. My feeling is she needs to make a decision this year. Okay. So would I be right in saying there's things that keep coming up, but she's been putting off making that choice? Okay. I do get the feeling later, closer to Christmas, and I'm probably feeling more end of October, November. It is that feeling that there's going to be an event where we have to make a decision in that side of it. Okay. She's done it as much as she possibly can. It's now time for her to nurture her. So would I be right in saying you're seeing mum age quite quickly the last 12 to 18 months? Okay. I feel like she needs to be focusing on her own health in that side of it. So to me, I'm a very big believer in what we carry in the energetic form in our aura becomes the physical side of it. So to me, mum's been holding on to a lot of energy for a long period of time. I just get it's now starting to play on her body. I'm not getting warning bells go off around her health at the moment. And I always like to put in a disclaimer, I am not trained in medical in any way, but it is really that push for her to start nurturing her. And it's going to be okay, is the reference with it. So I do feel that people will find peace in that situation and in that decision when it needs to happen. Okay. I get watch the fall now. I don't feel that's for your mum. I actually feel that's for Ray.
Watch
having a fall.
Oh, he had a fall.
Yeah, he's already had one.
He had one on Friday.
Okay, my feeling is there's going to be another one. So whether it's more about him hurting his hip or something like that, but my feeling is he's going to need care that she cannot do in that way. All right, which is going to force her hand to make a decision.
Well, he spent the weekend in hospital, and now he's in respite at a nursing home. So
yeah, she's looking at bringing him home, though, isn't she? Okay, because I get she's got the opportunity to put him into full-time care, but she can't bring herself to do it as yet. So to me, it's the feeling it's going to take another fall for him to actually, I feel like I'm breaking a hip or doing something in the hip area that is a lot more serious than the fall he's just had. And that come closer to Christmas time where she needs to say, I can't do it. But I also want to say, watch mum's emotional state when that happens, because as much as it's going to be a relief, she's going to put a lot of pressure on herself at the same time.
Yeah.
Okay. She's an angel in herself, an earth angel, but I just get she can't keep doing it because it's going to take a toll on her health. All right. Her dad's around her too. Would I be right in saying they're both as stubborn as each other?
Her and my dad, or her and her dad?
Her and her dad.
Yeah.
Okay.
Probably in their own ways.
Yeah, because I do have her dad stepping in and around her, and I do feel that he is taking care of her while she's taking care of Ray in that sense.
Okay.
So she may even feel his energy of late, or will have thoughts that pop up out of nowhere that reminds her of him in that sense. Okay. All right. Beautiful.
Thank you.
Did anybody else have any questions or other questions? All right. Beautiful. Victoria's just letting me know she's sharing very happily. Thank you, honey. I really do appreciate everybody's love and support in the way of that as well. So just a quick reminder, I'm going to call a couple of cards as a guidance for everybody for the next week that is watching through any of the other platforms that we are live on, and for you ladies as well. If you do want to join in these weekly Zooms and have readings just as these beautiful ladies have today, please do jump over into my website. I know Ros and I think Adair has been putting the links there in the comments as well. So thank you ladies for your help with that as well. All right, excellent. So just a quick shuffle. I know I've been shuffling these for a while with Ros's energy, so they will be well and truly shuffled. So what I want to do is I'm being drawn to 3 cards with these. So to me, I just get the reference. So this is a general reading for everybody for the next week. The 21, the mountain, I do feel that there are some challenges coming up, and they already are coming up for some people in that sense. So I feel that it's really important to go with the flow, just follow that energy. Don't fight it, let it flow. The rewards will be at the top. So if you can let this energy flow through and move quite quickly, you're going to get to that top point sooner than later. And I also get that the view is going to be really good from there. So to me, you're going to have clarity, you're going to have clearer picture of what is happening. And there is celebration coming with good news this week for those that allow that energy to flow. So to me, I do feel, look at the mail, the letters, or the email side of stuff, because I get the reference to there is going to be news of something coming through. Now, I wouldn't be surprised if it's more around something coming to an end that is going to give you that closure to open up new beginnings and have that celebration. And we got the lovely clover that comes through with that as well. So to me, whoops, wrong way. To me, all those cards flow. So the clover is very much about luck, but I'm also looking at the flowers very much standing tall and strong there as well. So I'm going to say, stand out in what you're doing, be true to yourself, and just allow that energy to flow in that way. All right, so that is a general guidance for everybody. All right, well, thank you ladies for joining me. I can't believe this hour has gone so quickly again. It's been a lot of fun, and thankfully, first show on Zoom, we haven't had any technical issues that I know of. Beautiful. All right, so I look forward to seeing everybody again next Wednesday. Like I said, if you want to jump into the members area and join us, you can certainly welcome to do that as well. But thank you for your time, ladies, and it's been lovely connecting with your loved ones. Take care.
Thank you.
You're very welcome. Not a problem. So take care, be the best version of yourself this week that you possibly can, and remember to nurture ourselves as this energy moves through. Okay. Love to everybody. Bye.